Judah, 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 Judah. Judah, 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 Judah. Never leave Judah. The scepter would never leave Judah. The scepter would never leave Judah. I'm Judah. Christ sprang out of Judah. King David was Judah. King Asa was Judah. Don't crowd me up, who gon' rouse me up? Alistair Crowley, your time is up. It's a big mess, I gotta clean it up. Esau, the end of my kingdom's up. On the eagle's neck, I'll press. I woke up from my rest. I woke up from my arrest. My rulership is up next. No vex. Judah, 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 Judah. Judah, 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 Judah.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Shalom, everybody online. Welcome to another live class here with ISBHPK. I'm Priest Kazat. This is Priest Shatat. Forgot my own name. We're located at 8524 South Boulevard, Houston, Texas, 77071. Our class times are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Monday and Wednesday from 7 to 9. Friday from 6 to 8. Saturday from 10 to 3. If you're local, feel free to join us. We have class live in Virginia every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 to 9. Friday, 7 to 9. And Saturday from 10 to 2. All right. We also have a school in San Antonio. They're live online, and their address is the school in Virginia. They're at 2610 Granby Street, Norfolk, Virginia, 23517. The school in San Antonio, they're at 4444 Walsham Road, Suite 201, San Antonio, Texas. Their class time and days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 to 10. Saturday from 10 to about 2. All right, so if you're in San Antonio, you feel free to check them out. We got the Blog Talk Radio coming out of New Mexico with Mashaba and a few other brothers that hold that down. That's every Tuesday and Thursday, starting at around 10 a.m. Okay? We have other ways for you to watch us. We got YouTube, a few other channels. We have ISBHPK Kids. We have the 5 Minutes of Wisdom, Israelite Media Corp, and a Hidden Truth Bible Show. So just make sure you like, share, subscribe to those different channels. You got people asking any questions. What you do, we've covered a plethora of topics, meaning we've covered almost everything. There's something on there that we have to answer the question that someone's asking. All right, so you can shoot them a class. That'll help us get our subscribes up and get those likes up. We do kids class here in Houston. Is it live or is it pre-recorded? Kids class.
Kids class is live.
We do live kids class here in Houston at 1 p.m. Okay, so if you got kids under the age of 12, they can come to 8524 South Braeswood Boulevard and learn about their nationality and their true history. Okay, that's for kids 12 and under. Every Sunday at 1 p.m. We have a few businesses. We have Israelware. They're taking orders until when? I believe they're taking orders till like the end of the month, to the end of this month, in preparation for Passover. With Israelware, we have a fringed up subscription where you subscribe monthly, and you'll get either a fringe shirt or a fringe shirt and a headband. Okay, just the shirt is $35 per month. Shirt and headband is $75 per month. And the shirt comes fringed with a biblical decal, different colors for every month. The headband is the matching headband. All right, so yeah, he got the purple shirt on from like the month before, and then boom, he got a matching headband. All right, so that's a good way to get your shirt and headband game up. Okay. We also have Sweet Ambiance. All right, that's another business that we have where you can, you go to sweetambiance.com. It's for the body oils, body butters, essential burning oils, massage oils, aromatherapeutic oils, anything that smells good, we got it. All right, if you got a favorite cologne, we'll take it, we'll twerk it, tweak it, and make it smell better. That's what we do. Take that Versace, mix it with that, you know what I mean? That Sauvage.
Customize it.
You know what I mean? Throw a pheromone drop in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
Change your life. So check us out, sweetambiance.com. I felt like I was in the mall just now.
Jump in there with you.
Like I was in the mall right now, like, right? That's how we get it. Anyway, so yeah, check us out at sweetambiance.com. All right? We do have Hebrew Academy every Tuesday and Wednesday. Right, we do Tuesday here in Houston. We do Wednesday in Virginia. If you want to be a part of the Hebrew Academy, hit us up. We'll get you the link when we go live. Hebrew Academy is where we go through basic fundamental breakdowns, color of Christ, who Christ came for, baptism, just the basic 40 basics that brothers need to be able to teach as soldiers and officers. All right, so Hebrew Academy is going to give you the ability to we go over the scriptures, we break them down, give you the ability to break down scriptures, understand what you're going over, put scriptures together, pull scriptures for street speaking. We work on your speed. We work on a few different fundamentals that brothers need when you're out on those streets and also when you're in class. All right, we go over class etiquette. We go over the Sabbath ceremony. We do it because we're not trying to build microwave priests. Like you showed up to class and all of a sudden you're anointed high chief priest. You got to go through the Hebrew Academy. You got to go through drilling. We go through all these things. That's what's going to build brothers up, all right, into immaculate teachers. Okay. So again, if you want to be a part of that, hit us up. We'll get you the link, which we do on Google Meets. Okay. If you need to reach any teacher for any counsel or anything like that, you can reach me. My number is 303-557-8979. I'm here in Houston. Or you can reach out to Priest Kazakia. He is in between Virginia and Rochester right now. They're in Virginia now. They just got back like maybe an hour ago. His number is 757-300-4047. All right. So, like I said, he's in between Virginia and Rochester. He's going to be in Virginia for the next 2 months. Yeah. Zion's going to be out in Rochester. I'm going to be out in Rochester. So, hit us up if you need anything, if you need any counsel, prayers, any concerns or questions, hit us up. Text only during class. Anything y'all want to give? We do have Passover coming up. I didn't even talk about Passover, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, good. I want everybody to log in. We do have Passover coming up. Make sure you RSVP. If you plan on getting a garment, please make sure you go on the description of the YouTube. There is a link you click to be able to put in your size and thing for the garment. That's very important. That needs to be done ASAP. Even if you can't pay for it right now, please just get your size in so they can know what they're working with. Okay, so did everybody in here put their size in? Con. Okay. I gotta do more. Everybody gotta do it's a long story. I did it, but it was weird. Everybody gotta do it. There's only one entry per person. So if you got a kid, like you did Jeremiah's,
yes, sir.
You had to do it from a different email.
My dad set it up.
Right. So if you got a child, like if you got kids, you got to do it from a different email, one per kid. So that was the problem with me. I did mine, and I went back and did my son's, and it erased mine.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one, but I use my same email. So she's thinking like I don't need a garment, but she called, Shalimaya called me like, you want a garment? Like, God, I definitely need one of those, right? Can't come show up in last year's, right? So she explained me the process. So if you got more than one garment that is needed in your house, you got to use separate emails. All right. So it's always good to have. That's why it's always good to have two emails. I do, or if you got to use your rib, do it like that. All right. Set that up. We here in Houston are responsible for the lamb. San Antonio is going to take care of the location. We got to buy the lamb so that it evens out. The location's about $4 or $5 grand. The lamb, it's gonna be about 3,600. All right, we need to get about 12 lambs at about 300, 320 a piece. So what we're asking, because we definitely gonna need help with that. What we're asking is if there could be 150 per household to put in for the lamb. That way we have enough for everybody. You know, the good thing about it is it's tax season. Everybody's getting their little tax money, little stimulus money. You know what I'm saying? So if you could break a little small piece of that off, so we could get these lambs. Again, we need about 10 to 12 lambs. We already have 200 plus people that have RSVP for the Passover. So that's going to be about 12 lambs when we count. You know, that's going to be about 12 lambs that's needed. So that number goes up, then the number of lambs got to go up. But we're asking if brothers and sisters can help out with that. That way we can make sure we have that. And you know, whenever you send it, you can send it to my number. You know, Gazelle, Google Wallet, whatever. Please just put what it's for, so we know what it's for. All right. And if you ain't got 150, let me say this too. If you ain't got 150, that's not an excuse to say I'm not going to show up because I didn't help with the lamb or whatever you got. If you got 150, anything you can give towards it, it all will add up. If you come with 50, somebody else come with 50, someone else come with 50, that's the 50, the 150. So no stress, no pressure, just letting y'all know what we're looking at coming up in the next month or two. All right. So we got a month?
Yeah.
A month and a couple of weeks, a month and a week. February is ending on the 28th, so about a month and a week. So we want to get that up. Some brothers have already given towards it, so I got to go there on April. I got to go there on March, like 2 or 3 days before to get that. So I'm not gonna wait till the day of the Passover, right? Because we gotta make sure it's nice and ready and already cooked. So I gotta go there the day before to go grab it, go pick them out, slaughter them, and then the meat gotta get to San Antonio to be prepped. So the sooner the better for anybody that wants to help out with that. And you know, as usual, we definitely appreciate everybody that's been helping out. There's been a lot going on out here, as y'all know. And y'all been sending money for water and different things like that. So we appreciate it. I'll try to hold some of that money back also to be able to add towards the things that we need, like the lamb and things like that. So, yeah. Anything you want to give, that can go to the Wells Fargo. You can Zelle it, isbhpk@gmail. You can use my number to Zelle or Cash App also. Okay. That's it for the announcements, right? Got everything? Right?
Tomorrow
What?
Purim.
Oh. See it? Oh, yeah, it's on here. Tomorrow's Purim. I missed that one. Tomorrow's Purim. So there will not be any class in Virginia. All right? There's no class in Virginia on Tuesday. No class in Houston on Wednesday. Okay? So, cause we will be celebrating the high holy day. Okay? So if you want to join us here in Houston, hit me up. We'll get you the location. We'll get you the times. Okay? If you're over on that East Coast and you want to get with Virginia, because Rochester, all the brothers and sisters from Rochester, they came down and went to Virginia. So if you want to celebrate with them, you're in that area, hit up Priest Kazakia, and he will get you the information. Okay? So yes, Purim tomorrow. Forgot about that. Ready to party. Long day. All right? So that's it for the announcements. What else did I forget? Forgot my name. So what else did I forget?
That's it.
Okay. I forgot your name. I forgot my name. Forgot the address.
Right.
All that. It's been a long couple of days. But
Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua HaMashiach.
yeah.
These are pre-recorded classes, so in previous classes, it had the same information.
Right. Pre-recorded messages, right?
Pre-recorded messages.
Announcements. It's the same announcements.
Oh, this is
every
live
time.
right now, but other classes has similar information.
Yep. My center. Right. So, what we got?
You know, we got another good one for you today. You know, peeling back some of those scabs or those putrefying wounds and scars that just hadn't healed yet. And we're all about healing Israel. So we're getting together, right? We've been getting together, but we got to heal too. We're going to go through these little healing processes, these healing classes. You know, you ever feel like you're uneasy where you at? You just got to move around. You just got to do something different than the norm. You know, you want to get out. You want to just go somewhere different that you haven't been. Do you? You know, that's the thing. Doing you. It's me, myself, and I. One deep. Want to go out one deep. There's something about moving one deep, moving on your own. When you look at lions hunting, when you look at the gazelles, how they move, the buffalo, there's something strange that happens to that one that wants to break away from the pack and be that one deep. And it ends up being the victim. It ends up being the prey. And the scriptures talk about it. Scriptures talk about moving this in this type of direction. Oftentimes the scriptures relate this type of person as a fool. My words. I'm just saying with the scriptures. So you gotta consider and think. Do you move like you're a victim? Do you move like you're the prey? I did a little research. Y'all know like how I do my research. I like doing my research. Now a predator isn't just an animal. It's not like a lion. It's not always a lion or a bear or some carnivorous animal. A predator can come in the form of a human being. The predator can come in the form of a spirit.
So it's not gonna bust it. It's not gonna bust it.
So I'm gonna read what I've looked up about how predators move. So we're gonna get the balance between predator and prey. So predators don't play fair. Predators choose their victim based on physical condition, preferring young, old, sick, or injured, and stalk their prey using ambush behavior. Human predators are wild animals. They look for weakness in the herd. Now, just in that, it says it looks for weakness in the herd, which means at one point you were collectively together. The prey this victim was collectively with the herd. I'm going to read on. A victim / prey are people with broken families. A lot of people can relate coming from a broken family. Yeah, I didn't get the type of love and nurture from my parents. Daddy wasn't around. Mama was always hateful, vengeful, spiteful because I look like my daddy. All these Pops was always on the bottle. He used to beat me. Whatever kind of household you came from, it begins. A victim starts in these areas. It says predators look for people with broken families, people who are going through a tough time, people who seem to have less of a community, which means you move in a sense as though you don't have anybody else that backs you up. Think about that. Do you move like, hey, I got me and it's only me, and if I don't got me, no one else got me? What's up, bro?
In Spanish, we call that a solano.
A solano?
Solano.
Solano.
So like if anybody was in a gang or something or wanted to separate themselves from a gang or anything else, they would use the term solano.
Solo.
Solano.
Right. Solo dolo. Solano.
Solano.
S-O-L-O. Solo.
Solano. And yeah, that's what it is. What, you had your hand up, bro?
Oh no, I was just saying that's the way I used to do it too.
That's the way you used to do it
I
too?
used to just do it like that, one deep.
Con. So, according to the definition of a victim / prey, you're moving in a sense as though you were the prey. You're moving as someone that's looked to be preyed upon, hunted, killed, victimized. And we know what the scriptures. So the scriptures say gather together, not to break off. Even you see the fish, a fish, they all move together as one. They look like a bigger fish when they're together. Just like even when you look at the some African hunters, when they go approach like animals, like a lion. If they approach a lion, they will all stand next to each other and walk as one, because it makes the animal think that they're a bigger animal when it's just a couple of them together. So we're supposed to be gathering together. Another thing that categorizes you as a victim or prey, these people are lacking in confidence. It says victims who don't seem to be confident in themselves will likely be eager to please and not certain in their own identity. Now, coming to class, learn that you're a Hebrew Israelite, that's supposed to put you on high. That's supposed to give you some type of self-confidence. Hey, I know who I am. I'm a king. I'm a priest. I'm God's chosen, anointed. That's for brothers or sisters. You're chosen by the Most High. You're supposed to have some sense of confidence in that. You're supposed to hold your head up a little bit higher. But these victims, even knowing that, they still don't move accordingly. They're still uncertain in themselves. They figure that if they can please a man, then they might be okay. They want to do something that pleases someone else versus pleasing the Most High. They're not certain on who they are. Hebrews 10, someone give me Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 35.
And while y'all are getting that, you know, this in its essence, we're going over unity, right? And why do we gotta keep reestablishing and fortifying this message? Well, look at what's going on. Look at what we dealt with the last week. You know, and then it's wild because you read these stories. You know, the ones that died in the fall, they died alone. You know, this grandma died of hypothermia. This person died in their car. Pull them out of that victim scenario. They were taken advantage of by something, but they didn't take advantage of the one thing that we're all allowed, which is there. It is unity. It is community, but only if you allow it. Only if you allow it. Like, it's there. It's there. The hand is there, but only if you say, you know what? Even if I gas myself up and, I don't need that suffer. Mark my words. It's going to be that lone, let's just think about this. The expression lone wolf is an oxymoron. Where have you ever seen a wolf himself?
When he's going to die.
Yeah, when he's ready to go out to pasture.
Or he's a stray.
Or he's just Twilight. Remember that movie Twilight? They lived as a family, the damn wolves. Right? They lived as a family. You never see them just straying alone. So they'll feed you some nonsense that don't even make sense even according to nature. And I'm a wolf. I'm a lone wolf. You know, I ride alone, baby. Right? I'm a pack of one. Con. But who's there to scratch your back? Well, I don't need nobody. I scratch my back on trees. You know what I'm saying? Like, scratch my back on trees. Okay. Who's there to do the essential things that we need done towards each other to keep that mentality going?
It's even like, what about when it comes to hunting? You're doing all the work by yourself, and then the calories that they consume from what they catch, finally, they probably use that amount of calories just trying to catch it. Mm-hmm. So they just as hungry already.
Or you get a morsel. Yeah.
Or even when it comes to being defending themselves. against some other predator, maybe they strayed through the wrong territory, and they just passing through. But whoever's more dominant in that territory, they're looking to defend it. How you gonna be defended if you're one deep? Lone wolf get killed.
Yeah. You always see in the packs of lions, they always attack the one lion that's the chief lion. If 5 won't kill him, take over the pride.
That's right. And it's because he's by himself. There's no defense. There's no backup. And nature teaches us a lot. Just like that's why the scriptures uses a lot of nature references, agricultural references. You had your hands up, McGunn?
And what you're talking about, there was a saying from the military where it was like, the general doesn't go too far ahead of his man, essentially being a lone wolf, because then his man's going to shoot him the same as the enemy's going to shoot him.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah. Say it again. Say it again.
So a general doesn't go too far than his man, because his man's going to shoot him and the enemy's going to shoot him.
Take out one of those hands.
So the general isn't like,
Black,
I'm commando, I'm Rambo,
Hispanic.
I'm going to go right into the heart of the battle and kill everybody and bring back the spoils by myself?
Can be.
Oh man. Not everyone is Samson?
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 35.
Go ahead.
Cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which has great.
You're not only not getting the reward, you're putting yourself in a dangerous position. That's why the brothers couldn't go to battle, the ones that were Gideon, the ones that was drinking like their animal at the water, versus the ones that was vigilant, drinking with their hands, looking around. They lacked confidence. If they went out to battle, they would have just got killed.
Confidence.
It'd have been like they wasn't there. They lacked confidence. So, but then the ones that did have confidence in what they were doing, they reaped the reward. But like I said, it's still a double-edged sword. You can get the benefits or you can get the curse. Just like us as Israel knows, Deuteronomy chapter 28. You can get the blessings or you can get the curses. You don't get one or the other. And there ain't no in-between ground. I'm not going to get no blessings. I'm not going to get no curses. I'm going to just be one deep cool in the middle. Nah, it don't work like that. What? You don't got that shirt yet? You got it? It don't work like that.
Oh, where is it? It don't work like that.
Don't work like that.
For some, it does though. They think it does.
They think it does. But this is a victim's mentality. Now, a victim's mentality rests on 3 key beliefs. Bad things happen and will keep happening. Bad things happen and will keep happening. So they just keep thinking that in that negative mindset. Things, it didn't work out for me before, it's not going to work out for me this time. I remember last time I trusted somebody, it didn't work out. They betrayed me. I remember last time I was in the camp and then, I had some problems with this brother, so I jumped camp and went to another camp. Or I remember when I was in a relationship with this kind of man, it didn't work out, and so now I'm in a new relationship. I'm just looking for it not to work out this time too. What kind of sense does that make? But these are victims. These are the way victims believe. Another point. Other people or circumstances are to blame. So everybody and everything else is to blame except yourself. They take no ownership in their own mistakes and what happens to them in their own lives.
No accountability.
No accountability, exactly. Any effort to create change will fail. So there's no point in trying. Isn't that pessimistic?
It is, yes.
It's like you won't even try or attempt something because you're like, I'm not good at it anyways. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna fail. That's like if brothers that are soldiers and been going through the Hebrew Academy and they're called to go up and street teach, hey, do the color of Christ. Oh man, I be messing up anyway, so there ain't no point for me even going up there this time. It's like, what? Okay, you know what? You're right. Ain't no point for you going up there this time.
Yeah, no confidence.
It's something someone told me. And if you say you can't, you're right. You say you can, you're right. Either way, you're right. Because it's what you believe. Like Yahweh Shai said, according to your faith, be it unto you. Moving on about this, these different attributes of a victim. They avoid responsibility. Just like how Qadazaf said, no accountability. Well, because they avoid responsibility, placing blame elsewhere, making excuses, not taking responsibility, reacting to most hurdles in life with "it's not my fault." Oh, it's not my fault that I was there so long. It's not my fault that it took me so long to get here. Well, it's not my fault that the roast got burnt. It's not my fault that the sister don't like me. It's not my fault that the brother got something against me. Hold on, you didn't play a part in none of this. You didn't have no dealing in this in your situation. You make it seem like you wasn't there. These are victims. This is a victim's mindset. Everything is everybody else's fault. Everything is because someone else did it to them. No accountability whatsoever. It says these people, why these people are targeted, it's because they're easy prey. They're easily isolated, controllable, abuse is normalized. Now think about it. It's easy for somebody to sway your thought process. It's easy for someone to kind of move you out the way. Let's say you got that family member and you're like, oh yeah, I've been coming to class. Yeah, I've been learning about being a Hebrew Israelite. And they're like, oh, girl, that's a code. And it's like, oh. You start getting a little anxiety, a little jitters in your belly. Or, oh man, they just want to control you. They want to run your life, brother. It's like, oh, is that what they're doing? Oh. And then so you don't want to unify as much. You don't want to come together as much. Because, or you'll come around and you just be side-eyeing everybody. And like, hey, can you get that for me? Hey, there's a bottle of water on the ground. Can you pick that up for me? Oh, you want me to pick that up? What you need me for? I mean, like your legs don't work? And it's like, dang, bro, never mind. I got it myself. I get it. It's okay. Or a sister's like, hey, sis, can you help out with this? It's like, well, do I have to wear a head wrap while I help out? Who said anything about you put on a head wrap to help out? Right. It's like, so you got this thought process in your brain because you're easily persuaded. And all one person said is, hey, that's a code. They said no more than that. And they just twirled and worked in your brain. And now you're separating yourself. They don't seek out solutions. A victim doesn't seek out a solution. They just say, I can't. It's like, hey, I need this to get done. Oh, I can't do that. Well, what do you mean you can't do that? You're physically able to do that. Oh, I can't take care of 2 kids at the same time. Oh, I can't take care of 4 kids at the same time. It's just humanly impossible. Oh, I can't prepare a dish for 20 people. It's just impossible. I can't do it. Say, what do you mean you can't do it? Can you cook for yourself? Well, yeah, I can cook for myself, but that's different. It's like, well, just do what you did for yourself and multiply it times 20.
Bigger, right?
Yeah,
Bigger.
That's it. Or brothers like, oh man, I can't go through a breakdown. I can't remember no scriptures. Good brother used to say he can't remember no scriptures. A good brother used to say he can't remember no Hebrew. Good brother used to say that he can't do no street teaching. But that good brother was good at all those things he said he couldn't do. Shout out Nick Venus. But the victim's mindset is always like, I can't. Not, well, let me figure out how. Let me figure out how I can do that. They always have a sense of powerlessness, negative self-talk. They sabotage their own selves. with frustration, anger, and resentment. You're moving like prey. When you're meeting any of these attributes on any level, you're moving like you're the prey. And the prey is meant to be devoured. Now, who devours? The predator. Now, who's a spiritual predator?
Yashikar.
Satan.
That's right. Give me Job chapter 1 and verse 7. Job chapter 1 and verse 7.
Job chapter 1, verse 7. And the Lord said unto Satan.
Unto who?
Unto Satan.
Okay, so we're talking to Satan here. The Lord is talking to Satan. What do you ask Satan?
Whence comest thou?
Go ahead.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
He says he's been going to and fro on the earth, walking down, up and down in it. Give me 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8.
Yeah, he ain't just
Peter.
He ain't just walking around with a pedometer, checking his steps. Satan ain't walking around with an Apple Watch on, talking about, I put in 20,000 steps today.
Which equals 2 miles.
2 miles. Oh, I got 2 miles in today. That's not what he's walking up and down for. And, you know, a lot of the times we make it so easy for him. I like the thing that you went over, you know, just about they're easily isolated and they're controllable. The control is easy. You get in your feelings and the feelings start to dictate your moves. And you separate yourself, you know, like children do.
Yeah.
They get upset, and what do? They want to do? They want to take their ball and go home. They want to leave the playground. That's my ball. Take their ball and walk off, stop, sit on the side and just be pouting.
Right.
Right? And then that's when I get kidnapped. Because he ain't with the rest of the kids. He's sitting there pouting and somebody's, hey little Timmy, want a puppy?
Yeah.
Like, puppy? And he runs into the white van with no windows. But that's what we do as grown people. You run into the white van with no windows that locks from the outside.
Wow.
You know that van that got the padlock on the outside? Yeah, it got no lock, it got no hatch on the inside, and it locks from the outside. Got no windows. It's the raper van. It's the creeper van.
Jared.
Huh? Jared from what?
Subway.
Jared from it's the Silence of the Lambs van.
Oh, wow.
Jared from Subway. But the point is, we get into our feelings about things in the moment when you shouldn't be getting into your feelings. You shouldn't be getting into your feelings, and then you let the feelings dictate your movements. That's all it is. Just look at children. When they get upset, when they get mad, what do? My son is the best at it. He get in his little ass feelings, and what did he just come pouting? I'm like, bro, stop with that. That's not gonna get you nowhere. And he'll pout and go up into his room, and he'll pass out. He'll just fall asleep out of anger. His anger will be so much, it makes him go to sleep. Some of y'all get into your feelings and your anger so much. He's a child. I'm saying it because he's a child. He's supposed to act like that. And as he gets older, he weans off of that. But some of us still move around like children. And the anger and the frustration and the doubt, you move in that, and you end up right in the crosshairs of the dude that was sitting in the van watching all the little children play, the predator, right? And he's sitting back, right, smoking his little cigarettes, and he's like, which one am I gonna get? Which one's gonna separate from the pack? And he just watches and he just waits for his moment. Opportunist. Satan's an opportunist. And he sits back and he's patient. He's more patient than you are. Satan is more patient than us. That's how he gets us, because he sit back. He got nothing to do. He's like, oh, they're playing? Okay, I'll be back. And he walks to the next part. And he looks around like, everything's good over here. Let me walk to the next part. Oh, okay, I see some discord. I see some fighting over here. He walks to the next house. See some fighting over here. Okay, I'm going to bounce in between these two households. Until somebody snaps. Until you get into your emotion. Until you get overcome with anger, hate, doubt. discomfort, and you try to make a move to fix or appease whatever spirit is on you, and guess what? It's really Satan handing you a candy or telling you, here, come pet my puppy. You're allergic to dogs. What the hell? You're allergic to dogs. But you coming to pet somebody's puppy. But you got to step into the van to do it. And he just shuts that door. Boom. And he got you. So read that.
1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8.
And you know that I like what Quadazop said. When you get in your feelings, you get drunk off emotions. Just like how the alcohol can take you, and you'll get all liquored up. You can get drunk in your emotions when you're moved, when you do things that you wouldn't normally do because you're all filled with your emotions. That's why the scriptures say this. Read.
Be sober.
Be what?
Be sober.
Be clear. Be clear-minded. Be clear within your spirit. Read.
Be vigilant.
Go ahead.
Because your adversary, the devil.
The devil is what?
Your adversary, the devil.
The devil is your adversary. He's the one that's bucking at you. He's the one that's trying to get you. He's the one that's always looking for your downfall. He's the one that's trying to get the Most High to kill you, to let him have full range with you. Look, Yahweh, slipping up. In your law, it says that's punishable by death. He's the one that's always trying. He's the prosecutor. Yahweh Shai is your defendant. Your defender. Excuse me. But Satan always trying to get you caught up. Read.
As a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
He tells you that he's there. He's telling you that he's there. Why you keep getting caught? Because it's not Satan. It's you.
Ooh.
It's your lack. It's your lack of judgment. It's your lack of discernment. It's negatively. It's not Satan. Like, oh, Satan made me do it. No, he didn't. He's doing his job. He's the lion. What does the lion do? Go hungry? The nigga gonna eat.
Yes, sir.
He gonna eat. Whatever's weak, whatever's limp, whatever pain, whatever he can overpower, he gonna eat. So he's doing his job. Your job is supposed to be to stay clear. What's that?
Definition of adversary means one's opponent.
One's what?
Opponents.
Yeah. Now, if Satan is a lion, what animal are you in the forest? No, you don't have to be. You don't have to be.
Okay.
When's the last time you seen an elephant get victimized by? When's the last time you seen a pack of elephants get victimized by one lion? You don't see that. You don't see that. When's the last time you seen a pack of hyenas get victimized by a lion? But I'll show you the antelope that got ran off from the herd, and they got them. They got them. They're not running around looking for stronger prey than them. That's the point. So you don't have to be the prey. You don't have to be a predator either, but you could be smart. You could be unified. See, all animals are prey to the lion until they stop unifying. What's that?
Just like with your example of antelopes. When the antelopes get together, they can kill a lion. Easy.
And they do it.
Yeah.
Real easy. Buffalo, they'll trample his ass up.
Yeah.
Elephants, lions literally move out the way of elephants. Because a charging bull male elephant will rip through a lion in one swift little tusk move, and the lion is done. So really, the lion is not that strong of a predator. It's just that his game that he goes for is very weak, very, very simple-minded. That's it. He goes for the. Again, we always talk about watching nature shows. You got to watch them. Watch like Big Cat Diaries and watch. When they got like they deal with a lion pride and they deal with the male of that pride, and he'll go hungry because he really can't hunt. A male lion is not equipped to hunt. Think about it. That nigga will starve before he go hunt something. He'll starve before he puts his body on the line to fight something as big as him, unless it's self-defense.
Right.
So is Satan really that powerful? Is he really that powerful of a roaring lion? Really, his His roar is stronger than his bite.
Yeah.
But only if you let it. Only if you're stronger than him. And we are, right? It says we're in all these things we're conquerors, right? So we can conquer Satan, but the reason why we get conquered is not because you're not strong individually, right? We all got muscles up in here, right? We all got brains up in here. We all got legs and abs and, you know what I'm saying, chests and pecs. We all got them, right? We all got calf muscles. Like, who cares? But what does that mean when you ain't got no legs, but the next brother does? What does it mean when you don't have certain things to function, but somebody else has it? You're literally useless. That's when you do get victimized. Y'all see this? So really, Satan is he's a roaring lion. He's yelling and screaming, letting you know he's there. His bark is bigger than his bite. But you let that bite come to fruition. You let that bite be a detrimental blow. We do, because of the way we move in situations. Because we detach from the strength. You detach from the confidence. You detach from the reward. Read it from the top.
1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober. Be vigilant.
Right, a lot of it is based on your level of sobriety mentally. Not, this ain't talking about, and yes, you know, it's a twofold. It's be sober, not drunk, not high, right? But literally clear in the mind. What's the next move that has to be had? What's the next thing we got to do to get through? Again, y'all, you know, I'm tired of talking about it. Y'all know what we've been through the last week. Y'all think that was it? It's funny. Brother hit me up from San Antonio. I was like, man, that was just a trial run. And I'm like, I know. I know it was a trial run. So if you're whacking the trials, what does that mean?
Ooh, snap.
If you're whack as hell in the trial run, what happens if it's serious? The trial run is for you to see, like, damn, I should have moved a little bit different.
Right.
I should have made these other moves and these other moves, right? I should have took this road instead of that road. I should have went with the herd and not solo dolo. That's what the trial run is meant to do. That's really, the trial run is just the grace. The grace is supposed to teach, you know, but everyone's recognizing this is just a trial run. What happens when it happens again? Let's say the temperature dropped tomorrow. What we gonna do? Well, we should already have a blueprint of what to do. It was a trial run on all fronts because it made me have to reconsider a few things just in the school and being prepared for any situation outside of Yahweh Shai coming, right? Because ain't nothing wrong with being prepared. Ain't nothing wrong with having a little food, little water, little canned goods, little firewood. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know? Ain't nothing wrong with having those things to be able to get to the next day. To be able to do this work. It ain't about, I got to survive in America to be an American. We know what we surviving for. Right? So there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually a smart thing. It's actually a smart thing. But the trial runs are meant to show us the imperfections and the flaws. Not to be devoured. Not to be devoured up and eaten up in the trial. The trial run. What happened when they literally cut off the power for days? Days and weeks. And ain't no cell phone. Ain't no communication. Ain't no, let me text the brother to see where he's at. You better know where to fall over to. Because the first place I'm coming is the school. I would think that everybody would think, hey, let's fall over to the school real quick and gather from there. That would be my first thought. Like, everyone knows the school.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But see, it's things like that. I know that. I think that way. Those things have to be talked about and implemented. In case we're in a situation of no way to communicate with one another through the phones. We all got to know, okay, well, when all in doubt, head to the school. And we figure it out from there.
That's right.
But if you're not clear and sober-minded on what needs to happen, if your mind is like, well, what the hell we got to go to the school for? My house is good.
I'm good
right?
over here.
I'm good over here. Got him. Got him.
Separated,
Right?
ready to be victimized.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Ready. You ready? You ready for that? That roaring lion stops roaring. He starts biting.
Yeah.
We hear the roars. Damn, who getting ate up over there? You ever hear a bunch of lions eat?
Oh man, that sounds.
Bro, it sounds ferocious.
Yeah.
It sounds horrendous, man.
Yes.
When they eating, they growling each other, they smacking each other, they biting each other, trying to get a piece of that. So when them demons start attaching, it sounds bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
People come out maimed, and that's what we're trying to prevent. Because brothers and sisters coming out of these things like you missing a limb. You coming out like walking dead, and you don't have to. So he said, be sober-minded. Go ahead.
Be vigilant.
Be vigilant. Vigilance is watching, the ability to watch your surroundings. And then not just to watch, but to watch and assess. Look around and know, oh, this person's moving a certain type of way. Let me, you know what I mean? Let me move a different type of way. I'll give y'all, I remember I went to the taco truck the other day. This was like a month ago, because we've been on a fast. So I wasn't at the taco truck within this month. It was like last month. I remember I think I was on the phone with you.
Yeah.
And it was cold. And you know, that taco truck where it's at, this gas station be popping. Like, and not in the right way. It be moving over there.
Like
And-
the outside of a club.
Yeah, it's like the outside. It's like the layout of a club, man. The way that it's like a laundromat, a gas station, and then the taco truck, and like Judah and this Issachar just be moving all weird over there, and then you got Esau begging for money. It's weird over there. So when I hop out the car, I always watch because you'll have people sitting in their cars at the pump, watching you,
That's right.
ready to pull out on you, because cats get robbed at them. Somebody got shot the other day at one of them taco trucks. They're grimy out here in Texas. Niggas trying to get a taco and you get shot
Yeah.
in your taco.
Oh yeah, I put up on the taco truck one time. I think I told you about it, and it was me and another brother, and the dude that worked in the gas station was yelling at these kids for stealing something.
Yeah.
And it was like, "Come back, you little punks!" And it was like, "What? We'll pull up on you right now." They went to the car, and we had just parked.
And then that's when you put it in drive.
It was like, I was like, "Bro, you still want this taco?" He's like, "Nah, bro,
it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. But how would you know if your vigilance level is not up there? I'm not saying to be scary as hell. It's not that we move around scary, but if I hear a nigga talking about I'm about to pull up and he runs to the car, guess what? I'm going to my car too to pull off.
Pull off.
I let him pull up and do whatever he got to do, but I don't got to watch it.
Right. Circumspect.
Yeah. A lot of the times I'm rolling with my kids, so I ain't got time for the nonsense. I ain't got time for the nonsense.
God.
But brothers got to be able to see, wait a minute, what's going on over here in that corner? Who's rolling up? Who's walking up on me? Nobody can walk up on me. Nobody should ever be able to get in a certain 3-foot proximity of you without you smelling them, hearing them, or seeing them.
That's right.
You got to be like that. But too much of us are lackadaisical, and you play and you fuck around, pardon my language, and that's when you get ran up on. Pardon my language. But it's true. The mind just be like playground mind. Or caught up in your emotions, or caught up in your feelings about something that happened prior.
Oh, a brother talked to me funny. Oh, a sister looked at me weird.
Yeah.
Or you know what? I just don't appreciate the unity. You know, that's what people say. That's what people say. They say it, but in multiple ways. I don't appreciate the unity. I don't like the togetherness. I don't like moving as one body. The body of Christ.
And we get it. Some brothers and sisters ain't used to it. It's different for them. They're new, and we get it. But you better get on track. You better get on the train quickly, because little did you know you were unified to something in the world. So it ain't new to you. There was a loose unity out there where you were unified in foolishness. So you were unified to something. Like, let's not front. Like, oh, you know, just so new to me, this unity thing. No, it's not new to you. Now you got to. It's about, there's an accountability being taken for this type of unity. There's a check and balance. Like, wait a minute, where the hell were you at? Or what are you doing? That's not what we do, right? So there's checks and balances now where things are being accounted for. Y'all see that?
God.
Right. So vigilant. What else? Read.
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Yeah, he's looking at who's not looking at him. He's looking at who's not looking at him. He's looking at who's not listening. Who's just, like, how many of y'all just get in the car and just drive like retards and don't know anything about defensive driving? As long as you get to your... I'm the defensive driver of defense. I'm in every mirror all the time. Rear view. Whoop, whoop. You cannot walk up to the side of my car without me knowing that you walk up to the side of the car. All them cats out there panhandling for change, what happens when they pull out a gun on you? What you gonna do if you don't see them coming? And again, it's not to be scary, but some of us move in these spirits. The reason why I'm bringing these situations out, because you'll have a certain spirit on you. You have a certain doubtful, negative, prideful, hateful, lone wolf spirit on you, and you call those things to you. Like, damn, why'd that car accident happen? Why you get bent up in a damn car accident, end up in the hospital? Well, because you was moving funny in your house. You was moving funny. You was talking reckless. Yeah. So it happens. It happens when you're not paying attention because you're so caught up in emotion. You missed the red light. Oh, damn. You missed the stop sign. Oh, damn. You didn't see the car coming from your blind spot. Oh, wow. What's that? Were you about to say something?
Yeah, preoccupied.
Yeah, your mind is preoccupied in vain things. You're not even looking out for your own well-being. Could nothing get me that mad to where I hop in the car and I'm just mashing out, not paying attention to what's happening around me.
That's right.
Like, that's insane to me. But some of us move like that. Some of us move like that, and then you like, damn, why did that happen to me? Like he said, perfect word. Your mind is preoccupied and overoccupied in foolishness. And that's who Satan wants. He wants the frantic thinker. He wants the panicker. He wants the person that's lacks self-assurance. He wants that. He wants the simple-minded, the doubtful. He wants that. That's what he wants. It's easy. It's like, what they say, ducks in a barrel? What is it? Pigeons in a barrel? Yeah, shooting ducks in a barrel. You just moving around. He just bang. Got him. Bang. Got her. It's easy for him. So it ain't him, it's you. He doing his job. Your job is to be sober and vigilant. With a bunch of other things attached to that. Right? Can I get one more?
Yeah.
And then we're going to move on. Just to add with it, Ephesians. Ephesians 5:15.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15.
Yep.
Huh?
Read.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. Mm-hmm. See then that we walk circumspectly.
Wait, he said do what?
That ye walk circumspectly.
So not just being vigilant, like seeing things, hearing things, and not just down one tunnel vision path. But he said walk. You got to walk like you got eyes in the back of your damn head, man. You got to walk like your head. They say head on a swivel, right?
Head on a swivel.
They say that in what? Military, police, right? But I walk like that. Like I remember the other day I was with the girls. We did some Pure shopping or whatever, and I went into the pupusa spot to get those, right?
Yeah.
And I was sitting down, facing the front door, and the dude comes and he sits like behind me, and I'm like, okay. So I inch my chair around so I can see everything that's going on, because you're not gonna just sit behind me and just be behind me like that. Right? I'm like, you could have sat anywhere else. What you got to come sit behind me for?
Directly behind
me, like off to my. So I'm like, okay, come. So I move my chair to the wall, back against the wall, and I'm able to watch everything coming through. I'm watching that door. I'm watching the people, how they moving. They're in there drinking. You know, there's a car in there drinking, Zebulon in there drinking. But I'm watching how they moving under their liquor. I'm watching how they move with the waitresses and who's saying what. And who's moving like what? Why? Because, bro, people are wild these days, man. Yo, wilding the hell out over little ass things. So he said, do what? Read it again.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15.
Right?
See then that we walk circumspectly,
Right?
not as fools.
Right. How many times, man, things happen and you like, damn, I didn't see that. I didn't catch that. Man, how I missed that. Walk circumspect, not just directly in front of you, but you got to move as if you got eyes everywhere. Like you're just one big eye.
360.
Yeah, you one big eye, you're one big ear. Listening, hearing. And I even incorporate smell. I'm smelling. Who's burning the weed?
Yep.
Right? Yeah, who's drunk? Who smells like crack? 'Cause I know what crack smells like. Somebody, if you don't know what crack smells like, I'm not saying to go buy crackheads and smell them. But you got to know. What does a crackhead smell like in case there's one in your vicinity? What is this person high on? Right? I know what pride smells like.
Ooh, it stinks.
Got a very bad smell. Right? I know what hate smells like. You damn. You just like, whoa, that's strong. You got to use your senses. Right? Where we at? Did we finish?
But as wise.
But as wise, using wisdom, knowledge, understanding, circumspect, righteous judgment, all the things we always talk about, man. But also judging situations in the way of, if I do this, if I'm in a situation and I make this move solo dolo, what is going to be the impact later down the line? Who am I going to impact? What lesson am I teaching myself? What position, what predicament am I putting myself and others in? Those are the questions that got to be asked. Right? So, where you want to go now?
Give me Proverbs chapter 7, verse 6.
Yes, sir.
Because we're still going on. We're still going on the victim. He gave you more in-depth attributes of the way a victim thinks or the prey thinks and moves. We're gonna continue to go a little deeper. We're gonna let the scriptures do some more talking. Proverbs chapter 7, verse 6.
Proverbs chapter 7, verse 6.
Go ahead.
For at the window of my house I look through my casement.
Now, it says at the window of the house, they're looking through the window. Now, to be looking through the window, that means this particular predator is not moving anywhere. It's sitting back. It's sitting back. Oh,
No, I should have read down. It's all good. No, it's all good.
It's sitting back. And the prey is the one that's out and about. The lone wolf, rolling around, trying to get into whatever they can get into. Sometimes in a person's mind, they may not feel like they're trying to get into everything. But the way their spirit is uneasy and they just got to move, they just got to get up and do something, antsy, restless. The predator ain't got to do no work. He just sit back. Read on.
And beheld among the simple ones.
Among who?
The simple ones.
Okay, so the predator is looking for that man, that woman that is simple-minded. He says, I look amongst the simple ones. Who is the simplest? Let me find out who's the simplest one out of the simple ones. Because obviously you moving like you're a simpleton. You out and about, you dipping and dabbling. And so he's like, okay, what's the weakest simpleton I can get? Read on.
I discern among the youth.
So the predator is discerning. He's watching the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you deal with people. He's like, okay, yeah, it moves like this. I can separate him. He'll be easily severed. She'll be easily severed. Read on.
A young man, void of understanding.
Got him. A young man, young in the spirit, young in discernment. Say you're void of understanding.
Hold where you at on that. Go back to Ephesians 5, read verse 16.
Done.
I knew it was going to come back in.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16.
I knew I was going to be able to slide it back in. Void of understanding of what? Read.
Redeeming the time.
See, you're void of understanding of what time we in. You can't redeem the times. You can't sit back and look like, damn, okay, the Most High is putting us through it. Read.
Because the days are evil.
Yeah, because for some of us, the days ain't evil enough. It's like, well, I don't see the problem. I'm good with what's going on. A little power outage here and there. A little shortage of food here and there. Shortage of water. Yep. Toilet paper. I had toilet paper in my house. Right? Little pandemic going on. I don't see what the issue is. The lack of understanding to redeem the times. To know that it is high time to what? Wake up out of sleep. It's high time to gather. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. Gather yourselves. Forsake ye not the assembling of yourselves as the manner of some is. See, the manner of some is to, gather. I don't need to do that. I don't need to get together. You don't need to, unity for what? I can do good by myself. Again, all you got to do is go on the news and read. The ones that died, they were the ones that were left alone.
Yes, sir.
That's in anything.
As you said, I could do good by myself. There's even those who, like Zero, I could do bad alone.
I could do bad alone. Yeah, well, you're going to do bad alone.
Yeah.
Because when you fall, who's there to put that hand out to lift you up? Nobody. So you definitely going to, he's right. He's absolutely right. Nigga, you're going to do bad alone. You're going to do bad alone. He's right. That's book. Right?
God.
But what about two are better than one? What about two heads are better than one? Putting the mind, putting minds together. What about those things?
Throw out the window.
Oh yeah, they're out the window in this generation, in this world, because
They never got into the window.
they never, bruh. Yeah, they never took the time to explore the possibilities. Again, we know it. Our people have been hurt, beat down, destroyed, ripped apart from situations where it was under the premise of let's unify, let's do it together, right? Let's make this happen together. And then somebody bail out on you. That's the worst. But even in that, who you getting together with? Who you gonna get together with? Because a covetous person is gonna get what he want and dip. A greedy person, an unfaithful person is going to get what they want and leave anyway. So that was just a setup. So you aligned yourself with the wrong people in life. It wasn't that unity was bad. It wasn't that togetherness was bad. You aligned with the wrong person under the premise of unity. It ain't that relationships are bad. You got in the wrong relationship. That's it.
That's real.
These things ain't bad. You did it wrong. We did it wrong. But now there's a chance for us to do it better. Do it under the right premise. But we're going to unify. We're going to unify to the end. We're going to come together for the good, for the bad. We eat to drink. We eat, we drink, right? But when it get bad, do we, I'm going to do me. Who does that? You make yourself look like you're just there for the fish and the bread. You see that? Where we at?
It was just verse 17 if you wanted to go there.
Read it.
Wherefore, be ye not unwise.
Be ye not what?
Unwise.
You better not be that child prancing around the damn street without wisdom, moving around. Y'all hear the sirens going off every single day?
Every single day.
Con.
Twice in 30 minutes.
Bro, it's something that's always happening. Everywhere we are, there's something happening to put you in the mind that, wait a minute, this ain't your palace, this ain't your kingdom. It ain't your time. You better kiss the ring, right? There's always something happening to tell you to bow the knee. I'm not saying sell out to this damn wicked ass country. What I am saying is the Most High does things to keep us in check.
Yes.
It's all checks and balances and accountability, man. Where we at?
Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 7.
Did you feel? No, read 17. Go ahead.
But understanding what the will of the Most High is.
Yeah, that man void of understanding in Proverbs, he don't know the will of the Most High. The will of the Most High can be get it together and he'll bless you, or keep being a fool and keep getting them checks. Keep getting Satan roaring down your damn throat. I mean, come on, man. We gotta get it together.
God.
Go back to Proverbs.
Drop the Proverbs. Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 13, verse 13. I didn't have this in there, but just from what my Bible was saying.
Chapter 13, verse 13. Observe and take good heed.
Observe and take heed. You know, back to being vigilant, sober, circumspect, looking around. The scripture says observe. Now, when you're observing, look, you got to watch the results of other people's lives. You got to look and see the result of how another man has moved. You got to listen to the rebuke of other men and women so you can know that's not the way to roll. That's not the way to move. And then you got to consider yourself. Do I move like that in any way, shape, or form? Observe. Be observant. Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters come in here and they want to look at everybody else, but then they don't look at themselves. Brothers and sisters think that the Bible only applies to the people that's up here. The Bible applies to y'all too.
That's right.
Right, I always say it. Y'all want us to use the Bible towards y'all, but nobody wants to use the Bible towards us.
Come on, McGunn, give me Deuteronomy 1:1, real quick.
Oh man.
And hold we at Yashikar.
Yes, sir.
Because the Bible wasn't just for the ones that teach. The Bible wasn't just for the priests. Read what you got there, McGunn.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1.
Go ahead.
These be the words of Moses, spake unto all Israel.
Read it again.
These be the words of Moses,
That Moses.
spake unto all Israel.
He spoke to who?
All Israel.
So the Bible, these laws, statutes, and commandments was given to who?
All Israel.
So you're supposed to observe these. It's not just for the priests. It's not just for the leadership, the teachers. It's for all Israel. We use it with y'all. Y'all supposed to use it with us and each other. Go back to where you are, Yashikar.
Where are we at?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 13, verse 13.
Read.
Observe and take good heed,
Go ahead.
for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing.
Because you're trying to be separate. You don't like the unity. You don't like the togetherness. You don't like brotherhood. You don't like sisterhood. You like being brothers and sisters with the world. You like being the sister of the streets. Just like they say, you can take Shaquita out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of Shaquita. You like being that woman. You like being that man. I'm still one of the 504 boys. Whatever. I'm still Crip. I'm still banging.
You still leaning and rocking with it?
I'm still leaning and rocking with it. Yeah, I'm used to this. I grew up with this. It's ingrained in you.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Oh,
But you want to keep it there. You want to continue to attach yourself to that. Look, believe it or not, like Quanazov said, you unify on either side of the coin. You can unify in righteousness on the right hand, or you can unify in wickedness and separatism.
Right.
You can unify with the streets. You can unify with the world. It don't matter.
Yeah, you run to the riot of the world, the excess of the world.
Come on.
That's unity. Because nothing you do, you taught yourself. You saw somebody else do it.
Exactly.
Because you weren't the first gang member, you weren't the first cat in jail, you weren't the first truck driver, you weren't the first mechanic, you weren't the first cat walking in the doors trying to be Israelite. You weren't the first. None of us were the first of anything that we learned. Everything you learned was taught. Everything that you do was taught. You didn't make anything up.
There was no original thought here.
You're a carbon copy of the 10 billion people in the earth. But the point is to not be a copy anymore. The point is to not be a copy of the world, but be a copy of Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's what we got to be copying. So that's you saying, well, I'm going to unify with something. You did it in the world with ease. When they roll that blunt for the first time, nobody beat you over the face, kicked you down the steps, and put the blunt in your mouth and lit it. Roll it up.
Made you inhale. Hold your nose, so you gotta breathe through your mouth.
Wanna hit that? Oh yeah, I'll try it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll try. And you loved it. right? When you got the 40 and you, right? You twist on top on the 40.
Yeah, that crack.
That Colt 45, right? And you guzzled and, damn, faded, dog. Man, hit that. You looked over like, what's the harm? Right?
Unity.
What's the harm? But he said it. Read that again. Verse 13. What's the harm?
Observe and take good
See,
heed.
you didn't observe and take good heed the harm. The nigga that was next to you, his whole life is messed up from the blunt, from the drinking. You didn't observe and take heed. The chick giving you the advice, your auntie and granny and them, they was garbage. They wasn't married.
Con.
They couldn't keep no man. You didn't observe and take heed who was giving you counsel.
They single, manless, went through 5, 6, 7 husbands.
You didn't observe and take heed. So you taking their advice. Oh, okay, well, my mama and them said. Granny, right? She's a strong black woman. Strong black woman, right? Her independent. Read.
For thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing.
You do what?
Walkest in peril of thy
Listen,
overthrowing.
you literally walk to your own demise. You literally, that's what the scriptures is saying. I mean, right? You literally walk into the snare, your own demise. You literally walk up and say, here, Satan, hands up, don't shoot. Thinking that he ain't gonna pop you. You white flag, like he gonna show mercy. It's telling you, you walk in the peril of your own demise.
God.
Read.
When thou hearest these things, awake.
He said, do what?
Awake.
He said, do what?
Awake.
He said, do what?
Awake.
Go ahead.
In thy sleep.
Right. You supposed to wake the hell up, man. You supposed to wake up, redeeming the times that the days are evil. What's that?
When he says, when thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep.
Bro, wake up. Now this is the thing. When you catch this scripture in the context, you got to read it up in this context.
Yeah.
You got to read it in the context. This is going in about. We go here all the time. The man that will take from you, use you, abuse you, to talk bad about you. That's in its entirety of the context. We pulled it for the first precept, really, which is the observing, the seeing, the walking in peril. You get that? Where we at?
Give me Proverbs chapter 10, verse 13.
Hot up in here.
Actually, you know what? Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 27 and 10 first.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 27 and verse 10. As the lion lieth in wait for the prey, so
Fro, aimlessly, without purpose. You just want to get up and do something, and you're moving out the spirit. There's traps set for you. There's predators waiting for you. It says that sin is waiting for you. Read it again.
As the lion lieth in wait for the prey.
So as a lion is kicking back, waiting for you to come by, he's crouching down amongst the brush, amongst the leaves, the hay, looking for that opportunity, waiting for you to come through. Read.
So sin for them that work iniquity.
So when you're doing iniquity, you're getting yourself caught up. You're letting yourself be victimized to that lion. You're giving Satan the opportunity to come in. You sat back and said, okay, I'm going to go where Satan's at. I'm going to do the things that allows him to pounce on me.
And you know what it's showing you also? Is showing you the inevitable. Those that do iniquity, they sin. So read it from the top real quick. Wow, it's showing you the inevitable. It's just giving you two parallels. Read.
As the lion lieth in wait for the prey.
Right, so as the lion lays in wait for the prey, so does sin lie for those that commit iniquity. It's a byproduct of one. The lion's going to catch you. That's what it's saying. You're going to catch that foolish man, that foolish woman, that one that lacks understanding. You're going to get caught. You're going to get caught up sooner or later by that lion, by Satan. Why? Because your antennas, right? They're not up. The level of consciousness is not there. Because, again, it's blinded by some other thought process. It's blinded by some other emotion. And you stop watching. What's that?
So that means that you're giving yourself over to sin?
Read it again. Where we at?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 27 verse 10.
Right. Watch. Let's read it nice and slow. Ecclesiasticus 27. That's a lion. Wait. Right. Right. Read.
As the lion lieth in wait
Right.
for the prey.
Right. You see that? See how it has a semicolon there? So, as a lion lieth in wait for the prey. Go ahead.
So sin for them that work iniquity.
Right. So it's giving you just a parallel. It's saying as a lion waits for prey, sin waits for a person that works iniquity. You see that? That's it. It's not more to it than that. But why is it wording it and showing you in this manner? Well, we know what happens when you do iniquity. Sin is going to be there. It's a byproduct. Iniquity is a byproduct. Oh, excuse me. Sin is a byproduct of working iniquity, right? So, what is the byproduct of a lion sitting around for his prey? Somebody's about to get their belly full.
Everybody get snatched up.
Yeah. So it's showing you that the inevitable is going to happen. You're going to be the victim. You will be victimized. Who had their hand up? Yeah.
So, as the victim, when we spiritually, to the Most High, try to run game, to the Most High, and to the brothers, and to the elders, and to the teachers, and to the husband, and so on and so forth, trying to be slick and run game, there's no escaping the sin that's going to come forth from our actions because we think we're smarter than the teachers, the husbands, the brothers, the unity, the Most High.
Listen, forget about us. Forget about me. You can't outsmart the spirit.
That's what I was going to say. They're trying
Yeah.
out with the spirit.
Take me out of it, I ain't nobody. Take him out of it, he's whack. Right? I'm whack too. The spirit you can't outwit. You think that you like, oh, I'm going to try to be deceptive with men. Most High. What about the Most High?
Sees it all.
Watch, read on. Read down.
Verse 11. The discourse of a godly man is always with
You see
wisdom.
that? That's the byproduct of a godly man. His discourse is always with wisdom. Read on.
But a fool changeth as the moon.
That's the mind of a fool. You're tossed with the wind. Don't the moon always change?
Yeah.
That's inevitable, right? Full moon, crescent moon, half moon, whatever other moon, sliver of the moon,
Yeah, waxing, waning.
waxing. Yeah, every month, right? You'll see the same thing over and over.
Every
It
day.
never fails.
Every night's changing.
Every night. Right. So that's what it's talking about, a fool. So it's giving you these parallels of things that are inevitable, that will always happen, and they're equating them to a foolish man or to a wise man. Read on.
Verse 12. If thou be among the indiscreet,
Right. You see the indiscreet. Go ahead.
observe the time.
Right. Look up that word indiscreet. Let's see what we get. Indiscreet.
Indiscreet.
Right.
Having, showing, or proceeding from too great a readiness to revel things that should remain secret
Right. To reveal things.
or private.
Right. You can drop that one. But no, go ahead, read on. You can read it. Actually, watch. It's gonna show you. Read.
Observe the time,
Right?
but be
Wait, you
continually.
see that? So it says if you be among the indiscreet or people that lack discretion. Watch. You gotta watch the people you're around, is what it's saying. If you're around people that lack discretion, it says, but be with who?
But be continually among men of understanding.
Right. So you said if you're around people that ain't got no discretion or no discernment, you better be watching.
Imprudent,
They're what?
imprudent,
What else?
inconsiderate,
What else?
judicious,
as persons.
Right, inconsiderate, right? It's giving you all the characteristics of the world and how niggas be rolling out there. Indiscreet, right? Indiscreet, C-R-E-T. Let's see what we get from others. Not discreet, wanting indiscretion, imprudent, inconsiderate, not according to discretion or sound judgment. You see that? So if you're around people that don't have sound judgment, he said you gotta watch. You gotta watch. But then now you gotta really ask yourself, why am I unevenly yoked? Why am I unevenly yoked with these people? Why am I around people that have lack of judgment? If I'm supposed to be a God, right? If I'm supposed to be a Israelite priest, why am I dealing with people? Why would I rather be around people that lack judgment? Better watch.
Or be by myself, left to my own judgment.
You better watch out. Go ahead, read.
Verse 13.
No. He said, but be continually among men of understanding. Not just sometimes, not just a little bit, not just when you got to hear some counsel or when you and your baby mama ain't working out good. Mm-hmm. That's like the only time. Anyway, right. Relationship problems, right? Let me talk to you real quick. Huh? Oh, she's beefing? Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I know. What's up?
I got a precept.
What you got?
Oh yeah, bring it out.
Bring it out. Drop
Genesis.
it. Drop it.
Genesis, chapter 4, verse 7. If thou doest well,
oh, nice.
shalt thou not be accepted?
Ooh, and that goes right back to right up in here in verse 10. Yeah, go ahead. If thou doest well, go ahead.
And if thou doest not well,
right,
sin lieth at the door.
Yeah, if you do not well, sin is waiting on you. It's inevitable. Right. It's unavoidable. Sin is gonna be there. So all those people that I don't need, like I love the ones that I don't need no camp. You needed somebody when it was cold as hell, when it was 9 degrees out. Mm-hmm. When all you had was a hoodie on. You wish you was around somebody that had a bubble jacket. Or just there to give you a little hug to keep that body heat going.
That's funny.
9 degrees and you y'all in a cult? Hey, I'll cult all the way up.
I'll cult and cuddle up
all the way up. You know what I mean? Like we was culting the other day. If that was the case, we were culting. But guess what? We were good. Like I said, not one phone battery died. Maybe the kids, because they you know them, you know kids, man. They like,
no
man,
discretion. I
don't care how cold it is. I'm playing video games, Roblox, but nobody went hungry. Nobody died. Nobody got lost. No cars broke down. Nobody slipped on the ice. Who got into a car accident in the ice? Nobody. Because we wasn't moving around the damn streets at night when everything froze. Right? It was like, hold up. Nah, we going to park it here for the night. Mm-hmm. Nobody got to be out there moving around when it's below freezing temperatures and there's rain on the ground that turned into ice. So we didn't crash cars trying to move around.
Be in line at Whataburger.
Yeah. Nobody got food poisoning. Nobody crashed cars. Nobody got water sickness. None of that stuff happened. Some type of disease, it was boil advisory in the water. You couldn't drink it. You see what I'm saying? Like the things that happen to the common people that don't like to apply the wisdom, that literally hate the Bible, they're the ones that got the repercussion of that act. If thou doest good, read it again.
If thou doest well, thou shalt not be accepted.
Shalt thou not be accepted?
Come.
Read it again.
If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted?
Yeah, shalt thou not be accepted? I mean, man.
Come.
Read.
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Beautiful scripture. Beautiful scripture. Yes, sir. That's the inevitable. These are the inevitables that we're touching on. It might not happen. You know why? Go to Ecclesiasticus 8 and 11. This is why cats move the way they move, though. This is why. It's all a grand deception. I love it too, because it proves. This is why. Read.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 8, verse 11.
Right?
Rise that up in anger.
No, Ecclesiastes in the Bible, Salakia. Ecclesiastes in the Bible.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11.
Uh-huh.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah. It's an evil thing to want to be an individual. Everything you look at through the scriptures, we always were together. We were always together. It's an evil thing to want to become the prey. Just look at our history, man. We wasn't rolling as separatists. You know who the separatists were? Who were the separatists in the Bible?
Esau.
No, because even they sat right up underneath us, right, ready to take advantage.
That's crazy. They was rolling more unity than we did.
Who were the separatists? Come on, y'all know who they are, man. What was Paul? What was he before he got changed?
Oh, snap.
Pharisees.
The Pharisees. Say one thing and do another. They were separate. That's what Pharisee means, to be separate. That's what the definition of the word means, to be separate. They were separatists, man, and not in a good way. Because in their separation, they changed a lot of what was supposed to be done. They couldn't change the words of what was said and what was written. They changed how you do what was written. Well, we're going to say to do this, but we're going to do something different. We know it says this, but we're going to do something different. Why? Because they separated from the common mind. That they separated from the common unity. But because sentence is not executed speedily, it's set in our hearts to continue to do what you think is right in your mind. Why does it say wickedly? Because the heart is desperately wicked.
Oh, I gotta get this one.
Get it?
Do what you want in your own mind.
Get it?
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15.
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15.
Yes, sir. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15.
Yep.
Verse 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
I'm gonna do what I want to do, and this is the way that it got to be done. Man, when you start playing these mental games with yourself, you're actually being puppeteered by Satan. He's puppeteering you right into his plan. Just like the cause and effect. You want to roam around, you want to be loose, be free, and you fall right into the pit. You want to be a worker of iniquity, you fall right into sin. The fool is right in his own eyes. Oh, you know what? Look, I'm going to do me. Y'all can do whatever you going to do, but this is what's right for me. What about what's right for everyone? What about what you teach your children? Hey, you got multiple children? Hey, share your toys. Hey, you know what? Don't just think about you when you get some candy. Think about your brothers and sisters too. You got to bring it back to now. And then if a brother talks and deals with you on it might seem like a child level. Well, you might be moving and acting like a child for a brother to deal with you that way. Be generous. Don't think about your own self. Think about what's good for the body. Don't be like, I'm good, because the scripture says a fool's right in his own mind. He's following after his own counsel. He's not following after the unified counsel. Read on.
But he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise.
But he that does what?
Hearkeneth unto counsel is wise.
Yeah. When you listen to the counsel, when you're following after the collective mind, because guess what? When it's counsel, it's not just you twirling your own thoughts. It's you bouncing your thoughts off of another man that has information, especially a man of the scriptures, a man of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You're bouncing your thoughts off of that. You're bouncing your thoughts off of this, because he's bringing this to you. And you're like, okay, my thoughts, it lines up. It goes along with the scriptures. It goes from verse 1 to verse 2 to verse 3. It falls right in the scriptures. Oh no, it don't. It's an anomaly scripture. Well, then maybe it shouldn't be applied.
You know, it's like little simple things. Let me ask y'all a question. Who in here know how to drive in the snow? Like real snow. 3 people. Who knows how to drive on ice? Now, I mean, when the car starts to move a certain way, how to get it back. Right. 4 people. Right. I've been driving in the snow and on ice since I was 16. So it don't scare me to drive on ice. Right? Especially like in a rear-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, any vehicle, I'm good. Right? Let me ask you a question. What do you do if you're at a light? I'm just showing you. What do you do at a light when it's full of ice and you're pulling off at the light? What do you do? How you get the car going so it don't spin out? It's easy.
Just go. Just take your foot off the gas.
Just take your foot off the gas and let the car do the rest of the work. You press that gas, the car's just gonna do this on ice. Let the car's momentum take it, and then you let it gain traction slowly. A lot of people don't know that. I was watching people at the lights bashing gas and spinning out trucks. I'm like, you're in a pickup. Throw some sandbags or throw some heavy rocks or something in the back. Let the car do what it do. But a lot of people didn't know that. So what were they doing? They were running in the trees. They'd be spinning it so hard. When they grabbed that little traction, the car would fishtail and whip the other way and smash off up into the curb. I'm like, how'd you end up in the curb into a tree? I seen that the whole time. I'm driving around like, okay, now you're driving too slow. It ain't, you can move around. Your car ain't just gonna slide off the earth because it's a little bit of snow in the middle of the median. There's little small things like that it's like, okay, y'all, at the light, just put your foot off the gas and let it go. The car will do the work. Let the car do the work. A lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't know little small things. Wrap your pipes outside. Turn your water off when the heat goes out. Turn the water off outside so that the water stops flowing and it won't flood your house because it freezes up. People don't know these things. Not here because they're not built for it. But I've been living that life forever. I've been living that cold life. Right? 20 years living that cold life. So I have that experience. But if you came to me, and I'm just saying, if you came and said, hey, how do we do? Not saying you in particular, just in general, that experience is there to be shared so that we can all get through these things that are going to happen. But guess what? Y'all might experience some things that I've never been through. And I'm going to have to be like, hey, how we get through this? Y'all lived it, right? I never been through no hurricane. What did brother say? To stay in the house and wait it out. Con, you're absolutely right. I'll sit there. Put the car on the highest ground you could put it on and hope for the best. What did I do? I took the car and I parked it on the driveway sideways. Right? And you just hope that the water don't get that high. You sit in the house and watch Netflix. That's what I did during Harvey. Yeah, I put it against the garage. And the water never even got to the tires. I was like, cool. I had to learn that. Somebody had to show me. I didn't know that. I never been through a hurricane. I never been through a flood. But I had to take the experience of others. Yeah. But what did that take? Okay, it's a damn hurricane. What do we do? Y'all been through it. What do we do? Well, this is what you do. This is what you're going to need. You're going to need water and supplies because it's going to sit there for a couple of days and just rain on you. When it rains in a car, you ain't getting through that. Right? Okay, so you got to sit tight. Okay, well, let's get what we got to get. Boom. Y'all see that? Everyone got to take experience from everybody. What you would call counsel.
That's how you grow.
It's what you call counsel, but it says a man of counsel will be considerate.
That's right.
What's that?
Let's go ahead. The last hurricane we had in the house, I did the same thing. I put the vehicle against the garage.
Yeah.
And a tree fell right in my driveway. Oof. And my neighbors came out and said, how'd you know how to put your car right there? I said, man, I don't know, bro, but my car was fine.
It's smart.
So
you put it against a building and hope the building don't collapse on it. You know what I mean? That's it. Really, if the building don't fall, then I guess I don't need this car.
Yep.
But you protect the car, right? So let's go to the next point. Next point, safety in numbers. Go to Ecclesiastes 4:9. Ecclesiastes 4:9. Ecclesiastes in the Bible 4:9.
Ecclesiastes in the Bible.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. 2 are better than 1.
Why? Read.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Yeah, because they're working together. Many hands make light work. We keep going back to what just happened because it just happened. two are better than one. One household is better than one household. Two households are better than one household put together, because we can pull together our resources. We have a good reward. Everybody gets fed. Everybody's warm. Everyone's hydrated.
We're gonna say two are better than one, and a threefold cord is not easily broken.
Read on.
That's my excuse.
4, if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
Yeah, if you're lacking, I'm going to be there because I got what you're lacking. If I'm lacking, you're going to be there because you got what I'm lacking. We're here for each other.
I mean, ain't that what we did?
That's what we
He
did.
just brought everything together and was like, here, look, cook. Here, look, stay warm. Here, look, this. Here, look, that. We need firewood. You need a space heater. Here you go. Right? We need pots. You got food. Well, let's do it.
Let's
That's
check
what
it
we
out.
did. You got a shower. I need to take one. Let's do it. I mean, bro. This is,
Simple things. Charity, love,
you know,
unity.
these things are going to be forced after a while.
That's true.
Yep.
It's so
The
true.
Most High, every year, He forces us to. I notice that it happens every year. It happens every single year. Something happens where He consolidates us for a time into like two houses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, He be forcing that unity. He's making you endeavor. He puts situations for you to endeavor or run. So if you don't want to do it, remember the Most High always gets what He wants. That's the one thing I always keep in mind. The Most High gonna take what He wants. So if you're not willing to give it up, He'll snatch it. If you're not willing to do it, you'll be put in positions to have to do it. So situations happen. Not enough unity. Well, guess what? I'm gonna get them to unify. I'm gonna shut down every house except for 2 or 1. And y'all gonna be 25 deep in one house for the night or for 2 nights. Can't argue because you got to be there. Can't fight because you got to be there. Got to come together. Got to think in the same mind, in the same judgment, because it's life and death on the line.
So true.
It's literal life and death on the line. Go ahead.
But woe unto him
But
that is
what?
left alone.
But what?
But woe unto him that is left alone.
I mean, y'all notice that whenever we went out, whenever we left the house, brothers never left by themselves. Hey, go with him. Hey, go with him. Come roll with me. We never left by ourselves. That's what them niggas out in the street is waiting for. Man, what's this dude doing out here? Oh, they ready. They ready. They was waiting. When his power went out at his house, and me and Ramiro was walking to down the street to check it out, all you hear is big gun talk. I got the 45 on me. Can't wait for a nigga to run up. Got this on me. Got that on me. Then 2 cats pull up in the car, and he's like, "Oh, you got that thing on you? Man, you have to shoot that through the window." They talking all that big gun talk. You know, Judah be puffing smoke, but some of them be real killers. Yeah. I mean, who else is committing all the damn murders out here? So some of them will pull that hammer on you. But guess what? You got to be out there to catch that? No. I hear that, and I'm like, okay, it's time to go back inside. It's time to go back inside. The tough guy talk is over. You know what I mean? There's no reason to be a tough guy. But when it's more than one of you, it's easier for them to say, we ain't gonna mess with them. We gonna let them ride. When it's one of you, man, 3, 4 of them, it's easy. It's easy for them to pick you out the crowd because there is no crowd. Read.
But woe unto him that is alone when he falleth. For he had not another to help him up.
Yeah, you don't have that backup. You don't have the support. You don't have a brother. You don't have that brother that was born for adversity with you. You bore yourself for adversity for yourself. And you're taken up like the prey. You're solo dolo, you're isolated. You have now separated yourself from the unity. You separated yourself from the strength. Read on.
Again, if 2 lie together,
We felt this one. Ooh, go ahead.
then they have heat.
They have what?
They have heat.
Yeah. We lived this scripture the other day.
We sure
We
did.
literally lived this one. You prayed for a person to come stand next to you or sit next to you on the couch. I'm going to steal some of that heat. You wanted somebody fluffy to come sit next to you. Sit down with that fluff. Go ahead.
But how can one be warm alone.
I mean, bruh, it's saying it right here. It's saying it right here, but now this is talking about the individual mind state. Well, yeah, it was me and my family. Okay, come on. Well, now you're family. If y'all all in the mindset of individualism, then guess what? You shut yourself out from the other family. See, it's levels. Individual man, I'm going to link up with these men. My family, I'm going to link up with this family. Like, it's all a mind state that affects on every level. Mm-hmm. Read on.
And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him.
Yeah, I never seen, like, I've rarely seen one dude win against two.
That's true.
Rarely see it. Unless he's a damn ninja. Right? Unless he's Jackie Chan or The Rock. Right? Or, or damn Rambo. Right? Van Damme. Unless you Jean-Claude Van Damme, you're really not going to beat up two dudes. Unless these cats are really just whack.
That's true.
Go ahead.
And a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
Yeah. A threefold cord. 3 is better than 2. It's telling you. 3 is better than 1. Mm-hmm. 3 minds are better than 1 mind. Y'all see that? Right. Where we going? Go from there. Go from there. Let's. What time is it?
We got 8 minutes.
Yeah. We're not gonna part 2, 15 this or anything like that. We're gonna get right to the point. Go to Colossians 3. How do we fix this mind? Go to Colossians chapter 3, verse 1. Somebody get me that. Somebody else get me this, that, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th.
Bring it out.
Right? Get all 8 of those scriptures, and then we're gonna come back with this. Right? No, go to
slap it, flip it, meditate.
Go to
marinate.
Somebody get me. Yeah, give me Colossians 3 and 1. Read.
Colossians chapter 3 and verse 1.
Right.
If ye then be risen with Yahushua.
Right. If you claim that you're an Israelite, well, prove it. If you claim you're a brother, a sister, then prove it. Israelites move in unity. If you look at the 12 apostles, show me the one apostle that went by himself anywhere. None of them, right? He got y'all. Judas went by his damn self. Got y'all.
Got him.
Got him. Judas went by himself. I tricked y'all, man. How y'all fall for that one? The only apostle that rode by himself was Judas, and what happened? Satan sifted him from the pack. It says Satan entered into him, man. The only one that was dipping off, aside from everyone else. Remember, he dipped off to go see the high priest. Yeah. To go get his little offer. He put in his little bid.
He didn't even negotiate.
Yeah, he didn't even negotiate right. He was like, I'll take that. Yeah. But he was the only one that went off on a solo dolo. And look, he went to go do iniquity and wickedness, man. So, if you feel like you're an Israelite, if you feel like you're a brother, if you feel like you're a sister, if you feel like you're here to get wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and use the Bible, read it one more time.
If ye then be risen with Yahushua Mashiach.
Go ahead.
Seek those things which are above.
And what are those things? Self-gratitude, self-indulgence? No. Show me where Yahushua dipped off to go be self-indulgent. Because going to go pray and fast for 40 days, that ain't comfortable. Show me the comforts in that. And even when he was praying, what did he say? Look, come watch with me while I pray. Yeah. Right? Come watch with me while I pray. Not every single time, because there was times where he sent them to the ship or sent them somewhere else, and he went up and did his thing. But he prayed. But sometimes he said, listen, come with me. Watch. Just watch with me. Because why? Why did he tell him to watch? He knew what was about to happen. Watch my back. That's what that was. Not watch the birds chirp and the damn rainfall. No, you're going to watch my back while I set these prayers up.
Yeah.
Because redeeming the time, the days are evil. You see that? He knew what was going on. Read.
Where Yahushua sitteth on the right hand of the Most High.
Go ahead. And what's going on up there? Like just discord and disgruntled? That's what's happening on the right side of the Most High? They're not agreeing? How can he sit on the right side if he didn't agree with the Most High? If he wasn't unified in the same mind and judgment?
That's true.
He wouldn't be sitting there. Y'all see this? Go ahead.
Set your affection.
He said do what?
Set your affection.
Where should your affections be?
On things above.
On what?
On things above.
It's talking about spiritual things, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls.
Ooh, snap.
The spirit, the things above, the higher things, more than your feelings, more than your emotions, more than your discomforts, more than the things that you don't like. Who gives a damn? The things you don't like is going to pass anyway.
That's right.
They're going to pass. Adopt the thing, adapt to the things and adopt the things you don't like. And then guess what? They become likes.
Yeah.
Adopt, what did he say? What did Bane say to Batman? He told him to adopt the dark. He said, what did he say?
He said, you merely adopted the darkness.
I was born in it.
Born in it.
You got to be born in that dark. You got to be born in adversity. That way it don't feel so bad. That way it don't feel so bad. Look for the spiritual things. That adversity is going to turn to honor and grace once you get through it. Go ahead.
Not on things on the earth.
Not on things on the what?
On the earth.
Yeah, man. There ain't no discipline here. There ain't no brotherhood, no real unity, no real brotherhood, no sisterhood, no communication. There's none of that. Not to the level that we are supposed to have it on. Read.
For ye are dead.
Uh-huh.
And your life is hid.
Yeah, you're dead. That old man is supposed to be crushed into the earth. And your new life is supposed to be what?
And your life is hid.
Uh-huh.
With Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, it's supposed to be hid with Christ. You're supposed to be that hidden man of the heart, ready to do good. Ready to be accepted for doing good. Go ahead.
In the Most High.
Right where you at, verse.
Just went to verse 4.
Read on.
When Yahweh Shai, who is our life.
Who is our what?
Who is our life.
So if you feel like you're living the life of Yahweh Shai, if you feel like he's your life, all I'm saying is let the actions match the thought. Right? Let your actions match up with the way you're thinking. That's what we got to do. Don't be just hearers of the word. We got to be doers of the word. Don't just honor and with the tongue and our heart be far from the Most High. If you think that you're an Israelite, then Israelites move a certain way. Go through history, man. The apostles rode with Christ, Elisha and Elijah, right? And you go through all even kings had advisors. Even Solomon in all his wisdom had what? Advisors.
Yes, sir.
Moses rode with Aaron, right? All you gotta do is just read it. Brothers roll with each other, man. In the same mind, same judgment. Why? To keep that balance. To keep that check and that balance and that accountability. Go ahead.
Shall appear.
Right?
Then shall ye also appear with him in glory.
Just like Yahweh Shai sits on the right hand of the Most High, because he's unified in his mind, because they're unified in the same thought and judgment, you'll be unified with Christ. Go from there. Go from there. Go to Philippians 2 and 4.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 4.
And then somebody else get me Corinthians 10:33. 1 Corinthians 10:33. Go ahead. Philippians 2 and 4.
Look not every man on his own things.
Yeah, man. We got to really adopt this. It can't always be about you and what you don't have or what you want. You're going to get what you want. You're going to get what you think you need. Don't trip. You're going to get it. Trust me. But first, look on the things of others. Look on what somebody else needs first. And maybe once you are able to give up what they need, then you'll get what you want. Yeah, you ever think about that? Yeah. That's how it works, man. You got to free up some of that space.
There's a worldly saying. It says give to get.
Give to get.
It's a true saying.
It is a true saying. You can't take anything if both your hands are occupied. I got 2 phones, but I want a new phone. Well, which one you going to give up?
I got a pocket.
Which one you gonna give up? Yeah, but that's how niggas think. Like, well, put this one in my pocket. I'm gonna have one in my pant, and then boom. You gotta be willing to give something. You gotta be willing to release what you have in your hands, but really not just for it's not about you getting, it's about helping someone else. It's about you helping someone else, and guess what? The Most High will provide for you. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, man. Read on.
But every man also on the things of others.
You see that? On the things of others. Go ahead.
Let this mind be in you.
Right. Let this mind be in you. If you be risen with Christ, when Yahushua, who is our life, right? Go ahead.
Which was also in Yahushua Mashiach.
Right. Though he was rich, he made himself poor for whose sake? Ours. To get something? To have a tax write-off? Yeah, I'm going to give that up. I can write that off in taxes, cuz. That's what cats be on. Oh, yeah, I'll donate to that. I'll get a tax receipt. Like, what? No, it wasn't about getting something. It was about looking and saying, man, brother needs something. Let me just hit him with it. I got a couple pair of shoes. Let me give a pair up. Or 2 or 3 or 4. I got a shirt. Let me give a shirt up. It'll be all right. I'll get more shirts. I'll get more shoes. You get more of whatever it is. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Who?
Nope. Go from there. Go to 1 Corinthians 10 and 3. And we'll end it here. This is how you remedy the victimization of our people. This is how you remedy the lone wolf. This is how you remedy I'm getting caught up in the wrong situations in the wrong times. Stop looking at yourself and what you're going through. I mean, you want me to go a little bit deeper? I'm doing basic right now for y'all. I'm doing basic ABC right now. I go a little bit deeper with this one. and really show you, like, the whole point was you get the knowledge to do what? To give to others, to help others. But why can't you be helped? How come you can't get over your hump? Because you're full. Some of y'all are full at the level that you're at. You're full. And to get to the next level, you got to lighten up that load. So you got to offload some of the things you got spiritually on the next person below you that ain't got it. So you can now be filled up more to get to the next level. But some of y'all are sitting there fat as hell. Don't know what to do with yourself. Surfeiting, right? You down there ready to vomit with knowledge, with wisdom. But it's about, how do I take the step? Well, you too fat to take the step. You too filled up. You got to unload that tank, man. You got to put yourself in a position to be able to give to others spiritually. Now, I ain't talking about no damn cars and clothes and all that stuff now. I'm talking about what you've learned, the experiences that you have. What's that? Right? Read where you at.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3.
Right?
And did all eat the same spiritual meat?
No,
33.
10:33, yeah.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 33.
Right, I said that, right?
You said 3.
I said 33 at first, though.
Yes.
Then I can't, yeah, go ahead. Anyway.
Even as I please all men.
Even what?
As I please all men.
See, he said, even as I please all men. Go ahead.
In all things.
Go ahead. This is the mind that you should be in. How do I please the men around me in all things? Well, you can't please everybody. That's the one thing. You can't. You can please some people sometime, but you can't please everybody all the time.
True.
All right? So, but you can try to, righteous men will be pleased. Oh, man, he tried. Look, good with that. He tried. You know what I'm saying? He might not have it all, but he tried. Go ahead.
Not seeking my own profit.
Not doing what?
Seeking my own profit.
See, it's not about let me do something for somebody else. It's about let me just please great men with ease. How do I please my husband? Not looking for the profit. The profit of, oh, great job, babe, for doing what you're supposed to do anyway. Right? Like somebody got to come and tell you that you're a good parent. Well, you have them damn kids. You better be a good parent. Nobody got to come and pat you on the ass. Talk about good parenting. What? Who's looking for that? No, you're supposed to already just be doing it out of the love for your kids, not The kudos, like, oh, he's a great dad. Right? He's a good dad. He brings cupcakes to the school. He's a good dad, right?
He pushes his kids on the swing.
Yeah, he pushes, like, you're doing things for the kudos. No, you do it because that's your job and duty. So, read it from the top.
Even as I please all men
Right?
in all things,
Go ahead.
not seeking my own profit.
Now what?
Not seeking my own profit.
Right, hold that. Jump up to verse 24.
Verse 24. Let no man seek his own,
Right?
but every man another's wealth.
Right. Why? Jump back to verse 33.
But the profit of many,
Go ahead.
that they may be
That
saved.
they may be what?
That they may be saved.
It was about how do I save the next man from whatever situation it may be. How do I put the next man either equal or above me? Right? Why do we sit here and teach? For y'all to be below us? No, it's for y'all to be able to get up here and teach with us. Brothers, right? Why do we sit here and do this and pour all this information and all of our experiences and all of our study time? Why do we sit here and pour it back? Well, if it was to keep y'all whack as hell, right, and make y'all and treat y'all like nothing, then we wouldn't do it. I'd be at home right now, chilling, right, enjoying the heat, cooking some food, eating, doing something. Chilling, right? Netflix, chilling. But why do we take all this time to put together these classes, to spend the time with brothers, to do all the things that are set up, drilling and just random, just acts of anything?
Unity event.
Yeah, we do it because we're trying to pour back what's been given to us back in the brothers, so y'all can see sisters too, not just brothers, but sisters too. Why do I open up not just when damn everything is freezing to death? But why are my doors like a revolving? Why is my house a revolving door? Because I just want to say it is? No. It's not because I want to say it is. I'd rather my house not be a revolving door. Right? I like my privacy. But at the same time, I understand my position that there ain't no privacy. There ain't no, this is mine. This is everybody's. Anybody can come to my house and just chill. Sit there, talk, eat, rap. Sisters, brothers, it don't matter. Why though? Because it's about giving back what's been given to me. Why though? So we all can be saved. You ever hear about I like old rappers. You know why I like the older rappers? Because they always talked about getting money and then everybody coming up.
Yeah.
Everybody in the crew was coming up.
That's right. I remember.
You know, when you look at like as snaky as he might be now, but you look at like a Jay-Z and Dame Dash and these guys, all them dudes have money. All of them had dough. They might not all have the same amount of money, but they always on a level had enough money to take care of their family. You never heard when that whole Rockefeller crew and Dipset and all them cats was moving that this nigga's hurting in the corner. And everybody else is balling out, dancing in the club, doing the Diddy dance and drinking Cristal and doing all that. Everybody drank Cristal, pea water. Everybody drove Bentleys. Everybody had a Rockefeller chain. Even cats that didn't even rap had the damn chain on. To show what? That we all in this together. That we're all here doing, not all doing the same thing, but we all gonna benefit. I mean, benefits cats got just from rolling next to Jay-Z, didn't even rap a line, didn't even do a hook on a verse, nothing. But guess what? He got them same benefits. He was able to walk up in that club for free.
Yep.
Right? Party, drink, holler at some chicks.
Be on stage like he famous.
Be on stage like he famous. Yeah, he's doing this. He just doing this. The hype man. Why? Because he said, you know what? I want to be with that.
That was that bar that Jay-Z had said when he's like
40-40 club.
Yeah, if you're rich and your homies are broke, you're broke.
Basically,
doesn't matter.
You're as strong as the weakest link. Mm-hmm. That's the world, right? But that's the truth. You're as strong as the weakest link, because if there's a chink in that armor, and they go and Satan goes for that weakness, then guess what? The whole body drops.
Yes.
That's what we all gotta see. So it's to our detriment to all be on the same page when it comes to everything that we do.
Louis 300.
Yeah.
Same thing.
You got to be able to lift that shield to do what?
Shield
Protect
wall.
the next man.
To be able to protect the man on your left. You got to go from neck to thigh, right?
Yeah.
You can't lift that shield. You are breach. Was it right hand or left hand?
Oh, I just,
Either hand.
Right.
It was definitely the left
Because
hand.
they stand with the left.
Ooh, right? Ooh, right? And then, come on. Unity, brotherhood. That's it. So, any questions? I'm ready for tomorrow. Right?
Yes, sir. So am I.
What we eating tomorrow?
Tomorrow's
Tomorrow's
pizza and game night.
pizza and salads? And wings? We doing wings tomorrow?
No, you said Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah, you said.
No, I thought it
You
was
said
tomorrow.
with the fish fries.
I might have been tired last night. I thought we was gonna do the chicken tomorrow. It's all good. Either way, I mean, I'm not tripping. What's that? Yeah, what?
Oh, yeah, because you said you told me you was gonna do pizza and wings tomorrow, and then was gonna do the fish and fajitas on Wednesday.
Oh, we forgot about the fajita meat. Listen, any questions online? We gotta settle this debate. We gotta settle this dispute, this righteous dispute. We gotta settle this. Like, what we gonna eat and when tomorrow? Nothing online. Yeah, again, we thank everybody for joining us. You know how we do. It's a pleasure. It's our pleasure to do this work, to be here, to teach, to put these classes together.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna keep saying it. Y'all see what's going on. Redeeming the time. The days are evil. Y'all see what's going on. Please, 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 wake up. Observe the times. Observe your surroundings. Be aware, you women, you children. Listen, they snatching up little kids from the front of their houses. They snatching up women at the grocery stores in broad daylight. In broad daylight. They're not even waiting for it to get dark no more. There's videos. What's that?
There's this man that he sits unconsciously in his car with his foot stuck out and duct taping his face.
Yep.
And two ladies walked up to him saying if he was alright. He woke up and he seen that it was two women together. And he was like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So he's just waiting for one woman to see if he's okay so he can snatch her.
I read that story. He sits in the car, face duct tape with the door kind of ajar a little bit, and he's just waiting for somebody to walk up to that door. Oh my God, are you okay? Boop! And you get hit with the propofol, the horse tranquilizer, and that's it. Damn. Nobody hears from you ever again.
Damn.
They waiting on that. They waiting for you to put your groceries in the trunk and dip your whole body in there and push you in the car, in the trunk, jump in your passenger driver's seat, and peel off. I seen videos on it where two men, he'll hop out of his car, he'll circle around. When she get in, he put the gun to her back, dude hop in the passenger, they just peel off, you never hear from her again. All these stories of people pulling up to their house, get out the car, and what happens? Get in the house. Or get back in the car, we're going to drive to the ATM. That happened. They caught two dudes out here in Houston that did that. They shot one dude in the head. They played like they were buying weed. So when they were trying to fake buy weed, they popped him in his head, took his money, killed him. Then they was going to people's houses, waiting for them to hop out the car. Nope, get back in the car, let's go to the bank. And they pull out all their money out the ATM. That's here in Houston. They caught them, two brothers. They was doing this while there was no damn lights.
There was one that they were pretending to be the center point energy workers. And they have vests and everything trying to get into people's
houses. It's scam season. It's victim season if you're gonna be a victim. You gotta know your surroundings. You gotta know what's going on, man. I'm not saying be on edge and be nervous, but you have to be aware of what's happening around you. All right. So hopefully y'all got some good information from that. We gonna be partying. It's all good. You know, it's all good. We will see y'all back here on Saturday. Shalom.
Shalom.
Judah, 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 Judah. Judah, 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 Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah. I'm Judah. Christ sprang out of Judah. King David was Judah. King Asa was Judah.